Hello, Professor. I am Danny Bishop,
And I'm Christina DeCane.
and we're doing our video on how to apologize. My source is from WikiHow,
Mine's from mindtools.com, and it's an article.
and let's see, mine basically explains how in life everyone needs to make an apology, and you need to make people think that you mean it and that you're sincere about it, and that it should be genuine, and how it's a life skill, and that it often happens that you have mixed feelings, that the subject is not a simple situation, not black and white, but the apology is needed to be smooth, and it needs to smooth things out, and you got to be willing to apologize in order to do that.
And then my source is also an article which shows a video on a step-by-step process on how to apologize, what an apology is, and why you even apologize in the first place. It shows 4 steps. First one says express remorse. Second one is to admit your responsibility. Third one is to make amends. And then step 4 is promise that it won't happen again. And then it gives little tips in between those with more detail.
So with mine, I did a do's and don'ts. So it says, under the do's, it says, know what you did wrong, and to keep it simple when you're apologizing, because you don't want to just be rambling on and have the apology seem all over the place. And then you want to be prepared to meet resistance, because the other person could be resisting your apology. So just be aware that that's a possibility that can happen. And then it's good to say that this is a genuine apology, so that they know that you sincerely mean it. And then it's good to be polite. And you want to remind the person of all the positive history you have, because I'm sure that if you're apologizing to the person, it's someone you know really well, and someone you know you can make a good apology to. And then it even says that a small gift may serve as an apology. Depending on the situation, you could give the other person something of just a small little gift. And then in more complicated situations, it says that it may serve better to say, like, I will work on this negative quality I have, and like that I won't do it again. So under my don'ts, it says don't not admit what you did, because that would just not even be apologizing. It says don't start up a fight, disagreement, or open up the situation further, because that's just going to make the situation 10 times harder, and no one wants that to happen because you're trying to keep it simple. Obviously, don't be mean. That's not a good thing whatsoever. Try not to smile, because you need to be serious, and if you smile, they might think that you're taking it as a joke. And don't say I hope, because it shouldn't happen again, and obviously don't do it again.
Okay, and then I also have a list of some do's and don'ts, which are probably similar, since our sources are both kind of basically listing what anyone should do for a basic apology. But for some of the do's is express remorse or sincerity and be genuine, and show that you actually are meaning what you're saying and you actually care and want to fix things. Admit your responsibility and what you did wrong. Don't try to put the blame on the other person, because that's not going to help anything. Be kind and polite. Like I mentioned before, promise it won't happen again, because this will help rebuild trust. Because obviously if it doesn't happen again, you're sticking to your word, and you shouldn't have it happen again. Some lists say to be prepared on what you want to say. Like if you beforehand like made a list, or even like practiced or role played out what you wanted to say, but don't act too rehearsed, because then it looks like you're not being genuine or sincere. And then don't offer any excuses. Just be straight up and admit to your wrongs.
So from these 2 sources, we learned how to make an apology, and we obviously already knew how to apologize, but now we have a better idea of how to go about it and know what not to do in a situation. And from whenever we do make an apology, we hope that it won't happen again, and that we will always know to be serious and sincere when apologizing to someone or a group of people.
Thanks for watching.